Hey everybody, it's Taylor with Boydston Grove, and today I'm going to show you how to take some scrap wood like this and turn it into some beautiful Christmas decorations like this. Let's get into it. For the first project, I'm using some 1x material. I believe this was an old shelf or something. I made some templates of stars out of some 1/8 inch plywood and traced them onto the wood. The paper template for this star is available on our website. After cutting the board to a more manageable size, I cut the stars out on the bandsaw. Once they were sanded, my wife Christina joined in to paint them white. When they were dry, I scuffed up the edges to give them more of that farm fresh look. Then I wrapped them in some twine and added a little piece of greenery that we picked up at our local craft store. And that does it for project number 1. These little stars are a really simple project, but there's so many different directions that you can go with these. You can make them different sizes, out of different thicknesses of wood. You can add different decorations or different phrases to the front of them, make them different colors, just make them your own. Now, on to the next one. For our next project, I cut 3 pieces of 2x4 to 3.5 inches long to make square blocks. I drilled a hole all the way through each of them on the sides with the end grain. After some sanding, I gave them a quick coat of stain. Then I cut some stencils out of some label paper and filled the letters in with some white craft paint. For assembly, I used some twine and some 1-inch wooden craft beads that I colored with markers. I doubled up the twine and used a big needle to thread it through the beads and blocks. To tie each end off, I made a tassel. How to make your tassels. Start by wrapping your string around your fingers. The more you wrap, the bigger your tassel will be. Then pinch all the loops close to one end and wrap more string around the loops, tying it off. Cut the loops on the longer end, and there you have it, a DIY tassel. With the tassels on, project number 2 is done. As you can see, I made another one of these just to give you an idea of some of the other directions you can go with this project. For this one, I actually used 1x material, and I used some smaller beads and just kept them natural. I also cut the letters out on the laser. There's just so many other directions you can go with this project to make it your own. Now, on to project number 3. Project number 3 is super simple. Just start by picking out some scrap blocks of wood of various sizes. Once I had my blocks picked out, sanded, and I had arranged them how I liked, I handed them over to Christina to apply some paint. When the blocks were dry, I hot glued some ribbon on each of them with a little hand-tied bow. I used some hot glue to hold them all together and then just pin nailed the pieces in place. As an afterthought, I added a little wooden gift tag that we had picked up from Dollar Tree, and then some more of that greenery. Man, that greenery is coming in handy. I tell you what, this project could not get any simpler, and it's a great way to use up all those little hunks of scraps you got laying around. All right, now on to the next one. Our last project is another simple one. You just need 3 pieces of 1x material cut into 6 by 8 inch blocks. Really, you could cut the blocks to any size you want. 6 by 8 is just what I'm going with. I used a small round over bit in my router to round over both edges of one side of each block. After some sanding, I glued the 3 blocks together with the rounded edges all facing the same direction. Now I added pin nails, but glue and clamps is plenty strong enough if you have patience for that sort of thing. I used my torch to lightly burn the little stack of faux books. Then I sanded it and handed it over to Christina for some paint. Once it was dry, I masked off areas to be the pages of each book and painted them in with some gold craft paint. You can pick up thin masking tape at any hardware store, but I just made my own by cutting some strips of regular masking tape into thin strips. When that part was dry, I applied some stencils that I had cut out on the laser and filled them in with the same gold paint. And once that was dry, I wrapped some ribbon around it. Attached a little piece of that greenery. And there you have it, a fancy little stack of faux books for this holiday season. This project was so simple, I decided to batch out a few different versions. Now, if you don't have a laser to make stencils to apply this lettering, that's okay. There's a bunch of different other options. You can use a Cricut, or you can buy pre-made stencils, or you can buy rubber stamps, or you can use graphite paper and trace them on, or if you're super talented, you can hand paint them with just regular paint.
There's just so many options.
At the end of the day, this can be a really simple project with really high quality results. All right, there you go. A bunch of projects that can help get rid of all those loose scraps you got hanging around in your shop and help decorate your house for the holiday season. If you like little scrap wood projects like this, then check out my boy Michael over on his page, From the Pallet Shed. He is in the middle of a 12-day Christmas scrap wood challenge, so go over there and check out his projects. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. A huge thank you to all our Grove members who help support this channel. Don't forget this is a new month, so there is a whole new list of templates and plans for Grove members to print out for free. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below which one of these projects is your favorite. As always, thank you very much for watching. Be safe and have a great day.